Other way here inside historic Soldier Field. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Alert! Mike. I'm on.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 37.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Push him back.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Dean. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38.
We got 4 down.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Down 80. 58, it's Mike. All right, D, let's turn. All right, D.
It's Barkley on the counter, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
baby. Let's go.
First down, Cardinals.
Set. 45. Mike, 45. Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11.
Here we go.
At the 44-yard line.
Check.
On second and 11 now. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. Third and long.
Check. 45's the mic. Check. 45's the mic.
On play action, it's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Brings up second and 8 at the Bears' 19-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to. You don't.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
58's the mic.
Murray with a third and long. Able to find Isabella. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and he fires one incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch the edge.
Here we go. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice gain.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's got some space here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense. Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Bring it. Bring it. 58's the mic. 58.
Alert, alert, alert.
Let's go, let's go. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike.
Here's Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Even. 4 down. Even. 58's the mic. 58.
Buzz.
Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. This is Coleman. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. Alert.
Mike, 7.
From the 39, Murray.
Got you, boy. Hey, got you, boy.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Boom. Stop.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
First down, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
First down, Arizona.
Here we go.
Murray now on first down, and that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10.
Stop your whining.
He finds Hopkins complete. 25 yards that time.
Get ready.
I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown
Marty
there.
looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
46-yard line.
Okay, 58 is the mic. Right. 58's the mic. Danny. Hey, watch it. Trouble. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Slam.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
58's the mic. Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Murray flushed out right. Open man is Kirk, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
He's coming. Hey, home. Double up.
To throw, it's Allen. And this is Gabriel on the catch. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
56. Check, 56.
A first down carry for Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check 9.
This is Barkley. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
That's it, baby.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike, 58, right there.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
From the 39, Allen gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
You better be afraid of me. You middle. Be afraid of me.
Check 3.
Tight.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the
The 6-yard
6-yard line.
line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run with Barkley, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Bravo. 45.
On 2nd down and 4, Murray. The catch made by Hopkins. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do
6
it.
yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Mike 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On first down, it's Coleman. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tevin Coleman, 84 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 50.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the block, motion, block.
58's the mic, 58's the mic.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
No.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build-up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.